what other career would you have gone into? So let me answer that question, Melanie. What other career would I have gone into? If not for acting, I would probably have done my MBA, which is still on the agenda. I hope to do my MBA someday. And I would probably be doing something in management, marketing management, like working for some sort of a brand, doing marketing for them, or else I would probably be into advertising. I've done my Bachelor's of Mass Media, so I would probably be doing something in the media field for sure. Second question is, when will you create an official account in Twitter? Okay, so I am not really a techno-savvy person. My sister calls me technologically challenged, but well, I'm not that bad, honestly. But I can't really keep updating and being so stuck to my laptop or to my phone. You know, I can't be so technologically addicted. And I would probably, I enjoy interacting with all my fans on Facebook, but I do realize the need and the importance for Twitter these days. And I will probably try to create one as soon as possible. So you guys will surely be able to interact with me a lot more. The second question is from Adi. He's asking me, is it true that most of the heroines face issues on an entry level? I don't think that issues can be only in the film industry. There are issues in every industry and all sorts of issues. So, you know, just as an individual, you have to be very strong-headed. You have to know what you're doing, and you have to have a good sense of right and wrong and a good sense of morals. I think that's what it is all about. And luckily for me, I haven't faced any issues so far at any stage of my life. I'm really grateful for that. Coming to the next question. Again, Krishna K is asking me two questions. So his first question is, how would you make a difference in your society? That's a very interesting question, Krishna. I am very active on this platform called UBM, okay, which brings about corporates as well as NGOs together on the same level. And we try to get a lot of funding from corporates for different NGOs. So I believe that that does make a difference in some level on a very larger scale, because there are a lot of NGOs that are functional in our country, functional all over the world actually, which require funding. So we get corporates to choose a particular cause and to support the cause. And on a personal level, I try to make a difference in every possible way. I try to, you know, from something as basic as switching off the lights every time I exit a room, I try to save electricity. I make sure I switch off the tap when I'm brushing my teeth, or you know, when I don't want to use excess water. That helps in saving water. So there are small things that you can do to make a difference to your society and to make a difference to the world that you live in. And I believe in helping people out in whichever way possible. And I used to be very active with Akanksha. I used to teach underprivileged children, but I don't get that much time to do that anymore. I continue in supporting Akanksha in whichever way I can. And I also, you know, I can't volunteer with Make-A-Wish Foundation anymore, which I used to do earlier on, but I try to support Make-A-Wish in every possible way. Coming to Krishna's second question, how do you find a difference between when you started and now? Of course, there is a massive difference professionally, Krishna. When I started, I was quite an amateur. I'm not saying I'm a professional right now, but when I started, I was very new to the whole thing, and I was still learning, I was still gaining all sorts of experiences. And now I am 30 films old, so I do understand the making of a movie. I do understand the technical aspects of cinema, and I am way more comfortable in front of the camera than I ever was. Personally, I don't think there is too much of a difference. I am exactly the same like how I started out earlier. Of course, you do gain a lot more confidence in your personal life when it comes to interacting with people, when it comes to facing the world. Of course, you do grow up and learn a lot. But other than that, my nature is the same ever since I started. Okay, so many people have asked me this question. For example, Santosh, Sunny, and many more others. If I had an offer to work with Nisha, would I do it? To answer your question, of course. She's my baby sister. She is definitely the closest person in my life. She's my best friend, my confidant, my soulmate, everything. So if I had a chance, and I'm very proud of my sister for whatever she's done and for wherever she's reached. I watch her films and I'm her biggest critic and also her biggest fan. And if I was to get an opportunity to act with my sister, of course both of us would do it. We would jump at the opportunity. But keeping two things in mind: A, the script, the story, of course, and the second point that we would definitely keep in mind would be that both of us would get a good performance-oriented role, in the same film. We wouldn't want to overshadow one another. Definitely not. Now, okay, so those were the questions from Telugu Film Nagar. Now I'm going to address questions from facebook.com/I am Kajal Aggrawal. That's my page. So I got a lot of questions on my page and I really enjoyed reading all of them. I've made a quick list of quite a few questions that I'm going to answer for y'all. Starting with Sai Chandu. He's asked me two questions. All of y'all have asked me two questions in one question. Very smart. Okay, so Chandu's asking me, do you react in the same way you do in movies? Now that's for y'all to answer. What do y'all think? Do you guys think I am pretty similar on screen as I am off screen? Personally, I think I am pretty expressive in real life. So I do kind of exaggerate my expressions as I'm doing right now in front of y'all. So yeah, I am a very hyper expressive person and I do end up expressing myself in a very obvious manner. But other than that, of course, on screen it is quite different because there's a particular character you're playing, there's a role that you have to keep in mind and you have to react in a particular situation. Now, if that particular situation is not in my real life, obviously I won't react that way. So it really depends on what situation I'm dealing with off screen as well as on screen. His second question is, based on what points do you choose a movie? Well, Chandu, the most important thing for me is the story, a script. Based on a good story, I definitely decide whether I want to do the movie or not. And there are other factors like the production house, the director that I'm working with. Of course, these things are extremely important, but for me, primary importance is always given to a story. The next question is from Sharan. He's asking me, do you remember me? Yes, Sharan, in fact, I do remember you, okay? I am aware that you're very active on my Facebook page as well as the Telugu Film Nagar page. Thank you for being so interactive. And Sharan's second question is, which is your favorite movie? Who is your inspiration for acting? Which is my favorite movie? I have a lot of favorites. I have favorites in every language. I have favorites in every genre. So I have a lot of favorites. I love movies. I'm a total movie buff. And I have a lot of favorite movies. For example, in Hindi, I love Andaz Apna Apna. That's again a comedy film. Like I said, different genres of acting, different genres of cinema. And so I love Andaz Apna Apna. I think it's a fantastic movie. It's so funny. Every time I see it till date, I am rolling on the floor with laughter. And I like Scent of a Woman. I like Godfather. So I love different movies, like I said, in different languages. In Telugu, I love Manmadhudu. It's a very sweet rom-com. I think it's really cute. That's one of my all-time favorite movies. In Tamil, I like Gajni. And yeah, so in Hindi, I also like Sarfarosh. I'm quite a big Amir Khan fan. Who is my inspiration for acting? I don't get inspired by one person, any one particular person. I get inspired by things that happen around me, real people around me. I really get inspired by them. And on screen, I have quite a few people who I'm truly inspired by. I love Madhubala, from the yesteryears, legendary actresses like Madhubala, Nutan, Then I like Shri Devi. She's been my all-time favorite. I really enjoy Madhuri Dixit's work. So it depends. Over the years, I have had a lot of favorites, and all through my growing up years, I have really enjoyed the work of a lot of actresses. But I don't have any one particular person who I get inspired from. Many people. Okay, now Pallavi has a very interesting question. She says, you have a very special place on earth now. Thank you, Pallavi. Really sweet of you. What would you like to do in the last 2 hours of your death time? I've never thought about that, honestly, Pallavi. What would I like to do in the last 2 hours before dying? Definitely want to spend quality time with people I care about, with family, with friends. I would want all of them to be around me, and I guess just see happy faces around me. I'd probably be dying, so I don't want to see any sort of misery around me. Hopefully not, and hopefully it's going to be a very peaceful thing. It's going to be a very I hope it happens when I don't even realize it, you know. But anyway, there are a lot of stories behind this. People believe in reincarnation. People believe in karma. I believe in karma. I believe in what you sow, you finally get. So I also believe that what goes around comes around. So I try to do my level best. I try to do things from my heart, and hopefully, you know, karma should turn around and do good for me. But anyway, I would like to be with family and friends before dying, for sure. I'm going to think more about this question and get back to you on this, Pallavi, for sure. Okay, next question is from Rahul. He asks me, will you do a film with me in Hindi? Of course, Rahul. If you do enter the film industry, I'm not sure if you're already into movies, but if there is a good script for you and me together, of course I'd do it. Okay. Ashwini is asking me, from Tollywood I have gone into Bollywood, so am I considering Hollywood next? Okay, so Ashwini, it's been an amazing journey from South movies to Hindi, and I believe in striking a balance in both the industries. I love my South films, and I also enjoy doing Hindi cinema, so I would continue to do this. If I do get a good offer from Hollywood, why not? Of course I take it up. So Abhilash Abhi asks me, do I have specs? Do I wear spectacles? Do I have glasses? Yes, Abhi, I do have glasses. And I've had glasses ever since I was in the 8th standard, and my number is -2.5, and I wear lenses when I'm shooting. I'm wearing lenses right now as well. So every morning as soon as I wake up, I wear my lenses, and I try not to exceed the lens wearing time for more than 8 hours, and I wear glasses when I am not shooting. So I wear glasses when I'm traveling. So whenever I am not working, or if I am not out with many people, I'm in my glasses. Okay, that's quite a random question, but I'm glad you asked. Okay, Ajay is asking me, who supports you in a complex situation? Is it mom, dad, or somebody else? I am quite blessed, Ajay. I have many people to support me in a complex situation. Thank God, touch wood. Mom, dad, Nisha, very close friends, and my entire family is actually very supportive of every situation in my life. And when I am in a really tough spot, I go to mom. She's the first person I go to. You know, she's the first person I call up on my speed dial. Number 1 on my speed dial. Okay. Amalu Bujji asks me, which cosmetic products you use on screen and off screen? Okay, Amalu, when I really like your name, by the way. It was my name that used to irritate me in Mr. Perfect, but I really like it. It's very cute. Okay, which cosmetic products I use on screen and off screen? On screen, I use products. I don't want to, you know, get into each and every product that I use, from mascara to liner to whatever. But I use a very basic mascara from this brand called Mawala. Okay, because it's waterproof. I use Lakme Kajal. I use my base, my foundation can be anything from a La Prairie or a Chanel. It depends on what I'm shooting for. You know, different shoot like